Here at Man at Arms, we're always trying to bring you something new. One of the things that we've decided to do is to search around the globe and find some of the international smiths that are friends of ours that just do absolutely amazing things. We're going to start with our friend Ram in the Philippines. Absolutely fantastic work. He starts with fairly simple things. This is all recorded on cell phones. In his shop, you'll be able to see the tools he has and the tools he doesn't have, how he takes his skill and just moves forward and makes a fantastic object for us. So stay tuned here on Man at Arms International. Working from scrap stainless material, he's going to be cutting out these two sections. These are going to become the cladding from the outside. When he puts this together, it's going to look pretty easy. It is not. Stainless itself, as it heats up, will oxidize, and then you won't get the welds that you get when you need to do pattern welding. It has to be done essentially in one heat and be very clean.
Stop! Coffee break.
Channeling his inner Ferenc Gregor, Ram now reaches for his inspiration.
So now that I'm finally done cutting out the outer layers, it's now time to cut out the inner core. I'll be using my trusty hand file that I've been using for a couple of years now, so let's cut it out.
Using his arc welder, he tacks these pieces together. It won't create the final forge weld, but it keeps everything from moving and keeps oxidation off the surfaces by holding them tight in the vise when he makes the weld. Cycling in and out of the heat, he continues to take his initial weld. He won't stop until he's satisfied that these pieces are fully bonded. He now takes a cutoff wheel on his angle grinder and begins to cut pattern into the surfaces. More cutoff wheel action as he cuts out the profile for this blade. The final profile of this blade is going to be ground rather than forged. That's really more about how he's going to expose the pattern on this blade. Since there's only 3 layers, he has to be careful and think way ahead of where he's going to go with this.
So I'll be dipping out the stainless steel sandmine. This will be my first time to see the lamination lines and how good my forge weld is. Okay, everything looks okay. Everything is nice. I got lucky. Real lucky.
It may seem like he's grinding off all of the stainless material that this blade is clad with, but because he did that cut work earlier and then forged it again afterwards, some of that material still goes down the edge. I can't wait to see how it reveals. Charcoal is often the fuel that is preferred by many bladesmiths. It will give you clean, even heat over the entire piece. It'll allow you to immerse a blade of almost any size. Tempering a hardened blade with a torch is actually a fairly tricky operation. It takes a very skilled smith to do this and do it well. Watch how he goes through this. It's almost perfect.
Now that we're done on the 220 belt on the belt sander, it's now time to move on the fine hand sanding. And we'll be starting at 220 grit up to a higher grit to have a very nice finish on this blade. So come on! So now I'll be using my Japanese polishing stone, approximately 300 or 400 grit, and I'm gonna be refining the lines on the bevel of the knife. So. Now that I'm pretty confident on the lines and bevels of my build, I'm gonna move now to fine hand sanding, and I'm gonna be using my trusty ruler, and I'll be starting at 400 grit, finishing up the blade up to a 7,000 grit. So let's do it. Let's do it. Do it, do it, do it.
It may have looked like he started with a pile of scrap, but now we see he had this planned out all along. The red tar-like substance is Chaser's pitch, as he needs to hold the blade but have nothing in his way, no clamps or anything like that, so that his hands aren't impaired. Basically, he can warm this up and stick the blade to the side of it. Let's watch what he does. Remember that pattern we saw in the blade design? Well, here it is, and here's how he's going to use it. He's going to trace over it so that he can see the design on the blade itself, and then cut it out. He really makes this look easy. It is not easy to cut this in the side of a piece of steel. It is far more difficult to cut it into a piece of stainless steel. He now takes a polished burnisher and goes over the section he engraved. That'll take out some of the tool marks and make this piece look much more organic. It will reveal the beauty of this engraving.
So now that I'm done working on the blade, it's now time to make the handle. I'll be using this hemp wood burl. The first thing that I'll be doing is to drill a hole to accommodate the tongue of the blade. So since that I cannot reach the end part of it using my files, I'll be using a blank knife. I'm gonna burn fit the tang since it got the same nakagujiri. I'll be burn fitting it to the handle. So now that the handle is finally fitted on the blade, it's now time to make the bolster. I'll be using this aluminum bronze block that I've made. So join me here, come closer.
Here in the Baltimore Knife and Sword Shop for Man-at-Arms, we kind of have all the machines and tools you could ever dream of. It is absolutely inspiring to see somebody whose attention to detail and skill surmount the tools he has at hand. I can't wait to see the finish of this knife. Sanding in the cavity for this blade into this wooden scabbard seems like a logical step, but I can tell you, I've never actually seen anybody do it this way before. Just makes sense, and he makes it work.
first coat is done. She's looking pretty good. Next step is a lot of hand sanding and a lot of elbow grease. Whew.
Click the logo to subscribe, or click here to subscribe to Baltimore Knife and Sword. Click here to see more videos on this channel.